would you like to jump into the world of fashion? How would you like to jump into the world of Instagram? How would you like to go inside of the head of a fashion lover? Today's guest will talk about these and her reasoning for her love for fashion. The Humanities Mass Communications Department at Norwalk Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to television's future writers, directors, and personalities. And now, join our host, Franco de la Cruz, to meet the next new director.
Thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. All of the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you're about to meet on this show are students who, when not on cameras, are behind the scenes working hard to bring this program to with as few mistakes as possible. Each student has written and directed 4 different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves and the production they've created, and give you the chance to get to know them and enjoy some of the work they've done during the semester. Our guest is a fashion lover and Instagrammer who broadcasts her outfits online. We would like to meet today's guest, Evena Desther.
Hello.
So, Evena, so we know that you are an Instagrammer who displays your outfits. Please tell us more about that.
So it all started with an oath that I made with my friend to dress nice every day. So we decided to make this oath, but then she moved to a different school. And so then we couldn't do it together because when she moved to the different school, she just decided to break it. But I continued with it, and then my friend brought up the idea of like posting my outfits on Instagram. And so I was like, oh, I should do that. And then that's when I started to do it. And then that's what got me to dressing nice, basically, on my just random times.
Oh, cool.
So this is what I like. This is like something I do on my spare time. So like I dress up like that. So this was a beret. It's the same beret that I'm wearing on right now. And this is a skirt. I was just styling with hats, but I have a couple of other videos, but I just couldn't do that because of the hat.
Are these videos just showing off your outfits?
No, it's just to broadcast like what you could do with your outfits, because I'd like to address myself as somebody who just dressed plain. I like to add a little something extra to my outfits. Yeah, so I just wanted to like show what I can. For example, this, like I feel like people wouldn't come to think about putting a sweater, like I mean that, I forgot what they're called, but that on top with a belt. So like I like to be like different with my outfits, but I really like this outfit. I love this outfit. Like you could wear like this, you could wear to like on a date if you want with some heels.
It's very creative.
Yeah. So that's my dad's actually. Yeah, but it doesn't fit him anymore.
Oh yeah, you made it work though. It's nice. Yeah, nice new fashion.
I didn't do any shoes because I just did the first top. So, but you could wear this with nice like black heels, and yeah.
All right, it looks very, very nice.
Thank you.
Right. What made you pick the red?
That's just the dress that I have.
Okay.
That's just me showing the outfit.
All right. There's another one.
Yeah, this one I didn't. It's gonna get cut off, but it's just me. And for the finish, I just have the sweater over it.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, could you tell us why you decided to take the film and TV production courses?
I decided to take it because I wanted to get like a better understanding of what's like to come, because I want to have YouTube channel like broadcasting my outfits and stuff. So I wanted to learn about editing. Editing is the biggest thing for me, because I know I can like shoot the videos all that I want, But editing is just hard because I am strict on myself, and there's like this certain editing that I wanted, and so took this class so I can learn more about editing, so I can when I make my future videos, they're like A1, they're like really good.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. What are some of the most useful things you learned in this course?
So I would say I learn editing again. That's the biggest thing for me, because like shooting is pretty easy. Just grab a camera and you just click record. But the background work to it, editing, making it perfect, is like one thing. I also learned about how like with storyboards, like you can make a story with them, so like you have a visual like presentation of what you want your outcome to be. So maybe I'd probably use those for my future like longer videos. And yeah, I learned like a lot.
Right. I'm aware that you've done projects, so please tell us about the Cup of Tea, Student Studies, Nature, and Orange projects you created.
So first I'll tell you about my Cup of Tea. So that one, it was a little rough because, to be honest, it's the first project. So I made a lot of mistakes in that. That's my best friend up there. She's actually in that scene. Because you know how you have to do it different angles.
Yeah.
So she just kept pouring more water. So we never like poured it out. So and we kept messing up on the sugar scene. And so she had to just keep pouring. So next is my Student Studies. I love this one because it helped me redeem like the mistakes that I made for my first one. So like I wrote them down and I was like, I'm not gonna make them the second time when I'm doing it. And so I'm happy with this because I actually like fixed my mistakes.
That is good.
I fixed my mistakes and I made everything. I like this project. Yeah, and that's my other best friend. This is the Orange project. This one was a hard one because I had to do everything myself. So I had to just press record and then run back. It doesn't tell you the full story, but this is about like a girl who suddenly like the orange comes into her life, and then so she like depends on the orange, and then suddenly like there's a bad version of herself who just eats the orange, but she doesn't know that, and then so in the end when she like missing her orange. So this is my Nature. For this one, it was hard because I had to follow the 6 guidelines of composition, and it was so hard to find like stuff that had those in it. But in the end, I found some stuff that I actually shot that in Hartford. Yeah, I went to visit my best friend in her college. This was a train scene, but obviously you can't see that.
Okay. So out of these 4 projects, there must be one that either you really had a good time doing or that really shows off your skills. Tell us a little more about that one and what made it stand out.
So my best project would be Student Studies. That's where I did my best editing work. And so like I said, it was when I redeemed all my mistakes and everything. And so I just like, I fixed everything that I needed to fix, and like from Cup of Tea, and then I made it better. So I got a chance to like broadcast that although we can like make mistakes, but it could get better. So yeah.
Okay. You mentioned the variety of things you learned in this course. What was the most interesting and important skill you learned, and how will you put it to use?
This skill is not something like I learned like in the classroom, I'd say, but the skill that I learned in this is perseverance, because these projects, they take time and they take like patience, and although like stuff can go wrong, you have to continue, because there's been several times where I've wanted to quit, but I really wanted to quit, but I know there's like somebody who really helped me with perseverance. It has to be Mike, because like there's times where I really was like, I don't want to do this, but he'd always come and he'd be like, you could do this, you can do it, I know you can do it. So I would like to thank him for that. I also want to thank Peter and Jennifer, because I've learned a lot from their class.
Okay. That's cool. I respect that. Well, today we got to meet someone who shared with us her passions for fashion. As a new TV director, she hopes to apply what she has learned here at NCC to document her outfit. She also plans to use the new knowledge from TV One to create unique YouTube videos in the future. We would like to thank Evena Desther for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. We hope you enjoy meeting one of television's future directors, and we hope you will continue to join us each week to watch our progress. Thank you and have a nice day.
This has been The New Directors with your host, Franco de la Cruz, directed by Victoria Massa. I'm your announcer, Jules Sujet. The New Directors is a Norwalk Community College student production.